In Season 1, we lost 3-0 to Sunderland away from home and then went on a terrible run of defeats where we almost lost our job. In the last episode, we lost 3-0 to Sunderland, again at the Stadium of Light. How have we reacted? We're top of the damn league.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here and welcome to another episode of Project Boro. Today we're here for two more games in the Championship and, of course, the big question: how were we going to react to that horrible defeat last time out to our bitter rivals Sunderland in the Teeswee Derby, where we lost 3-0 once again like last season? I said in that episode I was getting a bit worried, PTSD, that we would be suffering a similar sort of fate. I was wrong, because since then we have played 5 games and we've won 4 of them, and they've been pretty darn good. And let me just say, in the words of Martin Tyler, welcome to Middlesbrough, Anthony Martial. He has arrived, and in some style. We followed up the defeat to Sunderland by bouncing back, and we beat Millwall 3-1 at the Riverside. Martial with a hat-trick in that one. We then went to host Sheffield United, who are a relegated side and have a very good team, but have started the season in really bad form. We edged them out with a 1-0 win at home, courtesy of an Alex Bangura goal. We then went to Southampton, who are fighting with us at the top of the Championship away from home. And let me tell you, we were battered in this game. But we somehow committed daylight robbery and come away with a 3-3 draw. They had an XG of 2.48, 3 goals, fair enough. We had an XG of 0.74. We had only 3 shots on target. They all went in. So we ended up drawing that 1-3 each, with Tommy Doyle getting a brace, Anthony Martial getting himself another goal. We then went to Stoke City, who at the time I think were 6th, so it was another really tough away trip for us, but we won 2-0 in probably one of the most complete performances of the season. Hackney, Martial again. And then FM tried to FM us because we hosted Bolton, who were in the relegation zone. Absolutely appalling season. And we almost lost. We honestly had the most crazy game ever, where everything they touched went in. We had goals disallowed, their keeper had a worldie, but we found a way. We literally went very attacking for the entirety of the second half and just powered our way to victory by just throwing everything at the Bolton goal, and thankfully enough of the shots went in. 19 shots, 12 on target. It was an onslaught and we got there in the end. It was a Manning, his first goal for the club. Martial got one again, and Marcus Forss, who come off the bench, got 2 late goals to sneak a 4-3 win in what was a fantastic game. Today we've got Nottingham Forest and Rotherham United. Forest, of course, relegated and favourites with the bookies to get themselves promoted. Rotherham not so much fancied and will be fighting probably in a relegation battle once again this season. This is where it has left us. So we are top of the Championship as things stand. But let me tell you, it's very, very tight. The top 4 separated by 2 points. The top 5 separated by 3 points. So a result either way could drop us all the way down to 5th, because the goal difference between all the sides is very, very tight too. So although I sit here and say we're top of the league, it could be very, very short-lived. But we are in good form, and Forest are a side who we could pull pretty clear of if we get a win over them today. So without any further ado, let's get the squad ready for this home game against recently relegated Nottingham Forest. So the team pretty much picks itself at the moment. Seny Dieng is back in goal. He did come back from his injury, and we did give Sol Bryn a run of games because he was performing exceptionally well. And then he conceded 3 against Bolton and had a shocker. So that was the point I think was best to bring him back out of the team. So Seny Dieng is back in. We've got a back 4 of Anderson, Arroyo, Scott McKenna, Darrell Lenihan, and of course Ryan Manning. And I said a couple of episodes ago, I was in the hunt for our best team. I think I've almost found it now. in terms of our strongest 11, I might actually bring in Lucas Engel because Manning isn't 100% fit and these guys have very, very good inside forward. So we are going to bring in Lucas Engel. The midfield three, I'm pretty settled on now. Lewis O'Brien has made the defensive midfield spot his own, and I'm liking the Hackney-Tommy Doyle midfield duo. That, for me, is just mouth-watering. And then the front three, ridiculous. Isaiah Jones on one side, Facundo Palestri on the other, and Anthony Martial up front, who has found his feet in the Championship with the Boro and has just been on fire the last few games. Honestly, it's been great to see, and I would love to see him do it again here at home to Forest, but these are not to be underestimated. I feel like these are probably one of them Championship sides who have been relegated and are just struggling to adapt, but will undoubtedly come good. Like, there will be a point when Nottingham Forest just click into gear and go on a mad run. They've gone through their little sort of adapting, phase when they've got relegated. Lots of big players have left, probably. I still think these guys will be fighting for the title at the end of the season. So to take 3 points off them here and just increase that gap would be amazing. I think it's 5 points at the moment. So, I mean, to have an 8-point gap over Forest would be incredible. But if we allow them into the 4-team, 5-team scrap that we're all in up the top at the minute, it will make our chances very, very, a lot more difficult in terms of automatic promotion. Or fighting for the title, maybe. Who knows? But playing the ball around nicely in midfield at the moment. Forest seem happy to sit. Lenihan plays it into Tommy Doyle. Here's Lucas Engel. It's a good ball over the top. And Martial's in behind here. He squares it to Hayden Hackney, and it is 1-0 to the Boro after only 4 minutes. What a beautiful move from the Boro. Patient play, great pick down the left-hand side. Credit to Lucas Engel here. What a lovely ball this is, and Martial with a perfect run. He has the wherewithal to cut back, find Hackney arriving late into the box, and he finishes into the corner. And swapping Hackney and Doyle has been the best thing I think I've ever done, because Hackney is very good at arriving late and getting the odd goal, and Tommy Doyle still gets goals from the deep line playmaking position as well. So, as I say, that could be a midfield duo that just bosses this league. So, anyway, we're back on the attack again. Engel, tries to play it inside. I was sure that was a Boro highlight. We might be about to get done on the counter-attack here. No, not with Dara Lenihan there, we're not. That was a wonderful tackle. But Hackney has gone from hero to zero. He's gave the ball away, and somehow the Nottingham Forest forward has missed the entire target. McKenna slid in, missed the ball completely. How has Tell missed the target? I felt sure that was 1-0, a 1 each. Hackney almost completely going hero to zero there. We got away with it. And that happens when you're on form. But anyway, game's calmed down a little bit. Here is Palistri. That's a good tackle, though, by Sangara. They've got a very good team. They really do. One team not to be sniffed at all. Gibbs White in the Championship. I mean, who the hell let that happen? Sangara back to Joe Worrell, a fantastic defender. Danilo. And look at this team that they've got. It's crazy. Out to Richards now. This looks worrying. Alanga into Gibbs White. He's hit the post, and it's offside. Offside. I thought we'd foul Tell there, but he was offside. But Forest are having a great spell here. But that's a aimless ball into space there. Engel picks it off Palestri. That's a terrible ball. Into the middle of traffic, asking for it to be intercepted. And here's Silas, and that's going to be 1 each. And it's been coming. Palistri giving the ball away with a pass that I don't quite understand what he was doing there. And Forest have been knocking on the door, let's be honest. Since our goal, I wouldn't say we've been that great. And we've allowed Forest back in, which is a real shame. And a mistake has been punished. Palistri's feeling nervous. Engel's feeling nervous as well. Keep going. If we work hard, we can win. Not much of a reaction, unfortunately. Maybe Palistri needs to be brought off for Bangura. Look at their front three behind the striker, having a very good game. Doyle, he's lost the ball in midfield now as well. Oh dearie me, this has all gone a little wrong, hasn't it, since we scored. Here's Joe Worrell. Plays it into Silas, the goal scorer. Sangara tells onside. He's made a great run, and I tell you what, Seny Dieng has made a tremendous save there, because that was a brilliant run and a very good save to match. But now they have a corner. Gibbs White. It's into Silas, who was never going to head it in from that angle. And it is going to be a Middlesbrough goal kick. And Jones is tired, but Palistri has probably had the weaker game. And Martial's picked up a knock. He's playing well as well. No matter, we have Marcus Forss, who for some reason is complacent, which won't help matters. I'm going to keep Jones on. Palistri's going to come off for Alex Bangura. I don't like the fact Forss is complacent. And they've lost a defender through injury as well. But it's okay, they've brought on Callum Hudson-Odoi. That's fine. And, Tommy Doyle's injured now as well. Oh my God, what's going on? No, he isn't. It said he was injured. Apparently he's not injured anymore. I have no idea what that's all about. O'Brien's nervous, he's booked. Crikey. I'm not going to change things. Let's see how we get on. But I'm a little worried here. I feel like Forest have got the edge. We've got loads of nervous, apprehensive players on the pitch. Again, we've not created anything since our goal, but I tell you what, that's a terrible clearance. Bangura picks it up to Lenihan. Forest have been allowed to get back into their shape though, Engel. Back to Lenihan. Here's Lewis O'Brien into Tommy Doyle. Bangura. Forss is in a great position. He's made a great run. And he's found Marcus Forss! Was he onside? He's not celebrating. He was onside. What a ball from Alex Bangura. The two substitutes combined. That makes me very happy. It's arguable that the Forest defence should have probably dealt with it. But it is so satisfying to see two of our substitutes combining and making a difference. And we've got a penalty. Bangura's been pushed by Tell, and this could seal the deal. Marcus Forss, he come on to score two to beat Bolton last time out at home. He's come on here and he's scored twice to seal the deal against Nottingham Forest. He doesn't even celebrate. He's the coolest man on Teesside. And Marcus Forss has been the saviour once again. We've got Martial and Forss playing really, really well, which is just great. It's absolutely wonderful. We're going to bring off Tommy Doyle for Riley McGree. Latilat's going to come on for Isaiah Jones. And Dykesteel's going to come on. Actually, I'll keep Arroyo on. He's professional. He's professional right now, which hopefully will mean he can help us get to the end and do a job here on Nottingham Forest, who, for most parts of this second half, I thought were going to score the winner. I honestly was really worried. As we have 8 minutes of added on time, I could only see this game going one way, but we've found a way to win. We've beaten Nottingham Forest, and it was a double from Marcus Forss, which has got us over the line, and they are a very good side who we've just beaten quite convincingly in the end. Nice work, everyone. That was good. It certainly was good, and that opens up an 8-point gap to Nottingham Forest. We remain top of the league. Leicester are right there with us, but Southampton have dropped points, as have Sunderland. So that's a great result and game week all round for Boro, and we're now 3 points clear of the playoffs, which is absolutely awesome. Martial, a bruised ankle, nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely fine. Brentford have got some money from the Marcus Forss deal because he's now scored 40 goals. McKenna is suggested to be rested, which we might do actually in the next game. I might play Rav Vandenberg. Force is neutral. Is he ever happy? I'm pleased with how you played. Why is Marcus Force always grumpy? Why? It does my head in. But anyway, we're going to head to the second game of the episode now. It's been a great start. And we now head to Rotherham, which is a place where Boro always do terribly in real life. It's a ground I hate going to. The amount of times we've went there playing well and we've dropped the ball has been terrible. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen in FM. Well, we've got a bit of an issue here, and it's with Facundo Palestri. Now, this is not a guy I want to have an issue with at all, but Diego Simeone, who's the current Man United manager, wants him to play in his natural position, which is on the right. Palestri's also not happy as well, so I know we've saw that maybe Palestri's more suited to the left than Isaiah Jones, but if we're going to play the pair of them together, we're going to have to swap them, because I need to keep this man happy, because he is so important to the way we play. So we are going to have to switch Palestri onto the right and Isaiah Jones on the left, which doesn't seem too bad, but it's definitely something we must keep on top of. So here's the lineup for the Rotherham match. So as always, the back five is pretty much as is, but as I did mention, Rav Vandenberg is going to come in for Scott McKenna, who we were suggested we would rest, and we have. And as I keep saying, I want to keep bringing Rav in, and this, I think, is a game where we can quite happily trust him to do a job. Ryan Manning is back in, as he's fully fit once again over Lucas Engel. Interesting that he's gone back to... Oh no, he's a 3.5-star supportive complete wing back. I still want him attacking though, even though he drops to 3 stars. The midfield trio is going to remain as is with O'Brien, Hackney and Doyle. Of course, we are now going to play Palestri on the right-hand side, which, to be fair, he was electric for us at the start of the season. So maybe we are best referring back to that and putting Jones on the left. Martial will start. The reason why Marcus Force is still on the bench is because his training report this week was bad, so he's not starting for that very reason, and he's just unhappy still for some godforsaken reason. So yeah, he's proven to be pretty good off the bench in recent wins against Bolton and Forest, so that's what we're going to keep doing. If you've got something that ain't broke, you don't need to fix it, and there's nothing about this Boro side as it stands that needs fixing. Cue a 1-0 defeat to Rotherham, and Boro home lad and former Boro striker Jordan Hugill scoring the winner. I hope that's not the case. But yes, another banana skin. We've went to Wickham this season. We went to Derby this season. We've not made things easy for ourselves, but we've come away on the winning side, and I see this being the same sort of fixture. If I'm honest, it's going to be tough. It might be tight, we might have to grind it out, but Rotherham will make it tough. And this is probably the area where they will make it tough. Set pieces. Corner comes in, and Cafu's hit the bar with a wonderful volley. And there's the warning shot from the Millers that they are in this game, and they're gonna do a lot of this. Long throws. They're gonna just chuck as much into the box as they can. Vandenberg heads it out, but there's no one there engaging Blackett, who's been allowed to run at the box. And where's the defence? I just knew this game had banana skin written all over it. And I mean, where's the defence? I'm sure they scored from a long throw against us last season, and there's just no one getting out. Vandenberg, Arroyo, not one of them attempts to engage. And we're 1-0 down. And I'm going to go attacking. This happened against Bolton as well. You know, against weak opposition. And this is vintage Boro. Oh, Lenihan, what are you doing? He's sent off! No, that's not a last man tackle, ref. That was not last man. There was defenders on the cover. That, for me, is a shocking decision. Darragh Lenihan has given the ball away and got himself sent off. And although it wasn't a sending off, in my opinion, he's just gifted Rotherham an extra man advantage. What's he doing? This is a typical Boro performance, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Boro fan, you'll know exactly what I mean. This is typical Boro, flying high. We go away from home to a team we should beat, and we drop in an absolute clanger. So, Scott McKenna, I'm sorry, you're going to have to play anyway, mate. Hackney's nervous, so we're going to bring him out. We're going to stick Scott McKenna in to a back four. We're going to then have to just play with a midfield two, and it's going to have to be 4-2-2-1. And Lewis O'Brien is going to have to be the more defensive of the pair, and Tommy Doyle is going to have to take up the more attacking role of the pair. And I'm going to drop us back to positive and not attacking, because I think if we attack, we might get picked off. I don't believe Lenihan. I mean, he's the captain. He's meant to lead by example, and he's just done that. I mean, that's instantly put us on the back foot. As Blackett goes for the spectacular. Probably the wrong choice, given Rotherham's aerial ability. But, yeah, this is now a real uphill struggle, isn't it? And these are the games. If you want to be up there fighting, you can't afford to drop points. Isaiah Jones tries to play Martial in behind. It's cut out. And now here come Rotherham. Green switches it to Bowie. Bowie plays it into Cars. Rotherham are suddenly playing like Barcelona. Typical. Absolutely typical. And I think it's fair to say this result could already be gone. Thanks to Darrell Lenihan doing something incredibly stupid. Although it was never a red. It just wasn't a red. Anyway, long throw. Arroyo intercepts and clears it. And I tell you what, naively enough, Rotherham have left absolutely acres of space here for Palestri. Martial, who's up on his own. Can he do something out of nothing? Of course he can, because Anthony Martial has arrived and he has gave us a chance. A completely aimless clearance from Arroyo found Palestri. Plays in Martial, who's the only other player anywhere near the Rotherham goal, and he still finds the bottom corner with a wonderful finish. And Anthony Martial has dragged us back into this game. And it's a case of now, do we try and get a point? Or do we... I don't know, what do we do in this situation? I'm just going to say keep going. Just keep going. I'm going to say I'm proud of everyone's efforts, given the fact we're a man down. Lenihan, don't you react. You've let me down, mate. You've let me down. Okay. This would be something. If we could get anything from this game, we have a free kick. Martial picks the ball up, plays it back to Lewis O'Brien, who's the last man back. Rav Vandenberg back to O'Brien. Scott McKenna, okay, plays it back to Senny Dieng. Why not? Why not play the ball 50 yards back and allow Rotherham back into their shape? And now we've got to build from the back once again, which we're good at. Palistri, great ball over the top of Arroyo. What's he doing that far forward? Yeah, that's never a cross though. Why are you crossing it to Tommy Doyle? I mean, he's not even in the box. But never mind. Ryan Manning recovers the clearance. Scott McKenna. Lewis O'Brien plays it out to Isaiah Jones. On the left, of course. McKenna, a great overlapping run by Ryan Manning. Jones. Martial's in! Martial's in! Is he onside? That's the question. He's onside! Anthony Martial has single-handedly dragged us back level in this game. What a ball from Jones. What a timed run from Martial. He was onside. A great first touch and a great finish. And he, as I say, has announced himself on Teesside. After a slow start, we were worried that he'd flop and we might just have to accept it. He's stepping up. He's stepping up now when we need him most. And he's dragged us back level in this game, which is crazy. Into the final half an hour. And I don't want to change anything because I just feel like the boys who are out there at the minute are doing such a good job. And we have another highlight here. Surely we can't score a third. Surely not. I mean, I've written off the boys after that second goal went in for Rotherham. I thought there's no way. But here we go. Scott McKenna plays it into Lewis O'Brien, who wasn't expecting it. We get lucky that the ball falls back to him. Martial to Isaiah Jones here. Jones to the byline, squares it. Anthony Martial! What a save from the keeper. Oh, that would have been amazing if he'd have got a hat-trick. It would go down as one of the greatest individual performances ever seen in a Boro shirt if he could get a hat-trick and drag us from 2 down to 3, 2 up, when we're a man down as well, but the keeper said no. And they clear the resulting corner. Pellistri is tackled by Cafu, but it is a throw-in. And that's the end of the highlight. I would have loved nothing more than to see Martial bury that. That would have been insane. But the front three are having a great game. I cannot think of any reason to change them. The midfield, not so much. They're nervous as well, which is a bit weird. I'm going to bring off a Royal for Ferguson. I don't want another red card, if I'm honest. And O'Brien, I want to keep him in. There's no one I really feel like I want to change. Let's bring McGree in for Tommy Doyle, who hasn't had the most influential game. But we'll freshen the legs up a little bit, of course. The boys have worked their socks off to maintain their position in this game. Is it going to be one step too far to win it? Or is there going to be one final twist? Martial plays it back to Ryan Manning. Into O'Brien. Oh, nearly got Martial in. But here come. Oh, what a tackle from Lewis O'Brien. That's why I kept him on the pitch. But Pellistri's then lost it to Bramall. Damn it. This is a Rotherham highlight after all. Cafu, they are ploughing men forward, Rotherham, fair play. They're going for the win here. Green, Manning's there though. It's a terrible clearance though. Bramall plays it back to Cafu. We can't clear our lines here. Kioso, back to Humphreys. It would be so harsh if we lost this game after such a good fight back. Cross comes in, it's ricocheting around. Aziz to Green, and here it comes. What a block. Blackett heads it up, and Dieng saves. Whoever blocked that was amazing. That was amazing. We are going to have to make a change, though. The wingers are absolutely done in. Jones deserves a goal. We're going to swap him for Pellistri, and we're going to bring on Bangura. Can them fresh legs. You know what? Let's bring Latilath on as well. I know we've got Pellistri and Jones having a good game, but 2 pacey wingers late in the game to stretch the defence could be a good move. Or we might have just took off our 2 most likely creators. Into stoppage time. I don't think it's going to be enough for us to get the win, but having been down to 10 men for the majority of the match, Anthony Martial has dragged us through it and has got a point from this game. Credit to him. Rotherham comes strong at the end. But all in all, we were down to 10 men for 75 minutes. I have no doubt if Lenihan had stayed on the pitch, we'd have won that game. But they should all be very proud. Why are they all so nervous? I'm not even going to say we should have won it. I'm proud of everyone for salvaging a point in them circumstances. And you know what? A win would have took us 4 points clear, which would have been very nice, but sadly not. But Sunderland lost again. Their form's gone off the boil a bit. Forest won. Oh my God. Luton 6. Leicester 0. Where the hell's that come from? Luton Town are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we have to keep an eye out for Luton Town. But anyway, Lenihan's banned. I'm not even going to... Should I... You know, I might appeal this. Let's view this incident. Because he wasn't last man for me. He wasn't last man. It's a stupid, cynical tackle. It should be a yellow card. But look at this. He loses the ball. Hugel... That's where the foul is committed. Vandenberg, for me, is going to get across. That is not Lenihan, stopping a goal-scoring opportunity. Comment below your thoughts. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on this. But for me, Vandenberg could get across to cover that. Maybe even Ryan Manning. So I am going to appeal that because I think it's harsh. Martial gets a goal bonus of 210k. That's a bonus I set him and he's nailed it. But he's on fire. He's on fire. You were superb. He's happy. If we're keeping him happy, then we're going to continue to play exceptionally well. Because I don't know how many goals in games he's got now. Is there a way of finding out how many goals he's got? General info. Stats. Goal attempts? Here we go then. So Anthony Martial's our top goal scorer. 10 goals from 19 shots. And is that 13 shots on target? It is. So he's on absolute fire. Anthony Martial. And he's played 12 games. 9 goals in 12 games. He's really starting to look head and shoulders above in this division. But anyway, 4 points from an episode where we could have picked up 6, but it is what it is, and we'll now head off screen. And I think we'll come back. I'm quite interested in Luton Town, but we might do a Welsh double. I might come back for Cardiff and Swansea, which will take us into December. So we'll play Huddersfield, Ipswich, Preston and Luton off screen. And we'll come back for Cardiff and Swansea. And before then, it'll be Boxing Day. So that's what we will do. But other than that, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, as always, do smash the like button. I really do appreciate it, and it really helps the video out. Subscribe for more. Of course, we do have daily Project Boroughs coming out now at 8 PM every day. And my Road to Glory series, as I'm the manager of Darlington, is coming out at 5 PM every day as well. So you've got both series to watch and enjoy. So please do subscribe and enjoy both of them. Leave me a comment below with your thoughts, and especially your thoughts and your opinions on the Lenihan red card, because I don't think it was a red card personally. But until then, a big thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.